We're back, and we are Team FYN Sports. I'm your host, BKP, and I'm here in the booth, joined by the director of Team FYN Sports, James Wolf. This is our next matchup of the day. The 10U boys, we're going to have some fun here because I know a lot of these young guys. Now, we have the Fannin Rebels, 10U, will be in the blue. Copper Basin in the red. This is an interstate competition. The Copper Basin's about 20 minutes down the road.
Yeah,
if that
something
much.
like that, if that.
20 minutes down the road.
They're not separated by much.
And these guys are rivals.
Absolutely.
Maybe some cousins on the team.
Probably.
Right?
Probably.
And I probably shouldn't say this, but they'll scrap for the basketball.
Yes, they will.
Watch this. This is going to be a load of fun, folks. You're watching FYNTV.com, and it is time for our. I've already lost track of what game. This is 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our 5th game, our 1 o'clock game.
This is our 1 o'clock game, and this is exciting. Tell us who you're watching out there. Who are you watching, and where are you watching? Text me at 706-889-9700 and tell me who you're watching and where you're watching so we can give them a shout out. Now, James, you asked a question like how I was going to do this. I don't know if we can get the camera on here, but I've got pizza, I've got nachos.
He's got a 3-course meal.
Yeah, I got a little bit going here. I mean, there's a
a
hospitality room over there.
Now, the hospitality room is excellent. I'd like to throw a shout out to Fannin Park and Rec for that. It's very well put together. Some of our local food sources have contributed.
I've got the nachos and the pizza and the Diet Dr. Pepper just for the taste of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry. Hey, don't say anything, man. Back off.
Mum's the word. We're waiting on tip-off here. I don't know. There seems to be...
Folks, we want to thank, we want to recognize our camera engineer today, making it all happen on the switcher, Michael Malden. Our audio computer engineer making it happen, Samantha Cates. On the camera for this game is Noah Rubin running our center court camera. And again, I'm BKP with James Wolf here from Team FYN Sports. Don't forget, all of these games are live and being recorded and will be posted on our YouTube channel. YouTube channel is Fetch Your News, FYN TV. Look for the playlist 2019, Fannin County Park and Rec Christmas Clash. Look for your game there. We are interviewing the winning team. Those interviews will be on our YouTube channel also.
I think our delay here is we're missing some referees. Can't play a basketball game without referees, Brian. So I believe that's what the holdup is. Here they come. All right. Should be a couple of seconds till tip off then.
Okay.
Now
this
we're ready
is
to
a little
rock and roll.
spicy.
Is it?
Yes.
I like spicy things. Make you sweat a little bit.
Ready for these guys to tip off here.
All right, we got
Game 5 of the day. The Cougars and the Rebels.
Reed Holloway from Fannin and Taylor Mathis from Copper Basin is going to be jumping her off here. And we're underway. Basin controls the opening tip. Little number 12 there. That's Mr. Jasper Mealer went to the rack. Turnover. No score here early. Fannin's first possession. That's Cannon Holloway bringing the ball up the floor there, number 1. I keep asking him when he's going to cut his hair, and he doesn't have an answer, so.
Cannon has his flow going.
He does.
He got it going.
He loves it. You know, his older brother, or cousin, I believe it's a cousin, it's another Holloway. Luke Holloway is the quarterback for the high school, and his hair is some of the longest hair I've ever seen on a man or a woman. He said he hasn't cut it in over 10 years. I'm all for doing what you like. It seems like it would get hot on a basketball court. Seems like that long hair would just...
You know, I know almost something about everything, but there's something I know nothing about. You
Having
know what
long
that is?
hair?
No, I know nothing about a bad hair day.
Oh.
That's the one thing I know nothing about. Never experienced that.
Never experienced one of those?
No.
It's perfect hair all the time from
All the
BKP,
time.
folks.
All the time, man.
That's
Working.
Cason Bailey went up, got fouled there for Fannin. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Still waiting for our first points here with 14:30 to go in the first half. Now, I don't know these two referees personally, but I have watched them referee for years. And I know Ryan Norton, that would be the man with the ball there.
You know who he is? He happens to be the brother of the guy who just left the court.
Oh, I didn't know that him and Greg were brothers.
Yes,
I did not know
that's Greg's
that.
brother, Ryan Norton.
But they are both good referees, good guys. So.
And he is also in the play-by-play booth at the Fannin Rebels Junior Varsity Baseball.
Oh, okay. I know he runs the for the basketball team. He runs some PA and does some scoreboard stuff.
He has done the PA announcing for Fannin Rebels Junior Varsity, and I went to him this year and said, I think it's time you step up to varsity.
Yeah,
and he
absolutely.
He said no.
Just don't want to deal with it, huh?
Well, I've done the varsity, Fannin Rebel varsity for 5 years.
Oh, okay.
And I want to give it to him. He said, no. He said, you do it.
You must be doing a good job. He doesn't want to get you out of the booth. Oh, close one there from Mr. Bailey. Copper Basin gets the rebound, brings it up the floor. Oh, number 12. With our first points of the game, Copper Basin, Jasper Mueller with a nice layup.
I don't know. I don't think that's how Coach drew up the play, but it worked.
I don't think
it
so.
Worked though, right?
Hey, whatever puts points on the board. Now, if you ask the coach, that's exactly how he drew it up.
No, last year GHSA wrote a letter on me.
Oh. Is that the kind of thing you want to tell the folks?
No, I don't care to tell the folks. I get excited at a baseball game.
I bet you do.
We were at a Fannin Rebel baseball game, right? And the opposing team, varsity game, the opposing team, coach called a timeout to go to the mound, and I said on the PA system, they're having a prayer meeting on the mound. And, you know, they didn't like it. They didn't like that.
That's not so bad.
I got in trouble.
I think I've heard Braves announcers say worse things than that on national television. I think you're kind of all right there myself, but if you're not getting letters from the GHSA, I guess you're not pushing the envelope enough. Oh, I believe that was a walk. That's all right. Some solid defense there.
Now,
from
I
Ken
think
Holloway.
I have the player correct. I think I do. But in the same game, the Rebels had bases loaded. And I think Hunter Gray hit a grand slam.
Okay, sure.
Here we go. Fannin taking the ball out. We got a 2-0 game here. 11:29 to play, and we got traveling. The Rebels turn the ball over to the Cougars. So on the grand slam, it is live baseball, and every player that crossed home plate, when they touched home plate, I yelled boom real loud on the mic.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
So I yelled boom 3 times, and then when Hunter crossed home plate, I yelled grand slam. That was actually in the letter.
That just sounds like good, solid PA work to me. Finn is trying to inbound the ball here. That's that's Cason Bailey bringing the ball up. Watched him play the other night. And
Nice
he did
right there.
Just
he takes
like
it,
that.
He takes it straight in for 2, James.
Cason Bailey with Fannin's first 2 points of the game. 2-all, 10:30 to go in the first half. Now you'll see Copper Basin's coach over there. That's Zach Bivens. he cut his teeth as an assistant coach for Coach Bruce Loudermilk at Copper Basin High School.
Okay.
And now he coaches any team he can get his hands on. He's coaching it. Good guy, good coach, student of the game. He's really trying to teach these kids the fundamentals and teach them how to play the game the right way. So it's good to see. That's number 15. That's Garrison Inslee to the line for Fannin.
The odds are, if you're watching something in Fannin County, there's a Holloway playing or a Holloway coaching.
Or both.
Period.
That's what we got right now. I believe that's Sherry Holloway.
Yes, it is.
That's coaching the 10U boys here.
And her husband just coached.
And Ryan just coached the 7th grade girls. Yeah. Now, I believe Ryan Holloway and this actually group of 10U boys forms the core of the 10U football team that won the Mountain Football League Super Bowl this past season. I think that's correct. Cannon's the quarterback. They went on a run. The same team the year before in 8U finished as the runner-up, followed that up in 10U with the Super Bowl title. So that was pretty cool to see.
All right, number 4, neon green shoes on the line.
Yes, sir. That's Kason Bailey again. He's a good little ball player. They've got another little core group right here that as they move up and get into middle school and then on into high school, they're going to be a good little unit. Just cannot convert. Fannin leads 3-2, 8:50 to go in the first half. Solid defense there.
You know, we have teams from Alpharetta all over the place.
Absolutely.
That come up here and travel for this tournament. And you know what? It's great. The community.
Fannin's off to the races here after a steal. That steal was by Archer Twiggs, number 5. Cannon went up for a shot, couldn't convert. Basin with the rebound. That's number 1, Dawson Pittman bringing the ball up, going to 15, Taylor Mathis. Inside the 15. Oh, just short. Archer Twiggs out on the break. Picked up by Kason Bailey. He's going to the rack. He was going to the rack from the 3-point line. He had made his decision, and he gets fouled.
Number 1's rocking that headband. Might be a little more headband than him right now. He'll have to grow into that thing. Hey, I love the kids. Come on, we're just having fun. We love each and every one of these young guys and these athletes here at Team FYN Sports.
Kason Bailey hits the free throw for his 3rd point of the game.
But you know, Fannin County, James, does an outstanding job across the board. A lot of these teams that come up, they get a cabin for the whole weekend.
Yep.
They go to the restaurants. They enjoy being in North Georgia for the holidays.
Well, it's quickly become one of the biggest tournaments in the state year-round.
Oh, absolutely.
And not just in the state, but in sort of the tri-state area. I mean, we have teams from 3 states here today. So. And he missed that free throw, tracked down his own rebound, and Kason Bailey scores again. He's got 5 points.
All I was able to see was a neon streak.
Hey, call him Neon. Almost an picked off pass there. Almost said interception. That's the wrong sport.
That's okay. He went deep, right?
There you go. Got Caden Grabowski inbounding for Copper Basin here, looking for somebody. Finds number 1, Dawson Pittman. Almost got trapped in the corner. It was good to get it out of there. They're working the ball around. Fannin is after that ball on defense. They are swiping, they are poking, they are grabbing.
But you know, James, you're 100% right. This has become one of the biggest youth tournaments in the state. And the parents like it because it's a great holiday getaway up here in the mountains.
Sure is. Right after Christmas, get out of town for a couple of days, play some basketball, get some clean air. We got our first Fannin sub here. Ryder Hansen coming in. He's another one with the hair going on. And he's got the neon shoes as well. There goes the neon streak. Oh, poked out from behind. That was a nice play by Jasper Mueller to stop that break for Copper Basin.
Folks, you're watching FYNTV.com. And we are Team FYN Sports, always highlighting and promoting young athletes in a positive way.
We have our first three of the game.
Whoa!
Oh, close. Kason Bailey. There was a little scrum there for the rebound. Kason stays around and play defense, pokes it out of bounds. Copper Basin to inbound, 6-2 Fannin, 5:08 to go in the first half.
I'm your host, BKP, joined in the booth by the director of Team FYN Sports, James Wolf. And you're watching the 10U boys here. Copper Basin Cougars in red and the Fannin Rebels in blue.
Caden Grabowski finds Landon Shields. Can't convert. That's Cannon Holloway for Fannin off to the races there. Chase from behind. Puts up a shot. No good. Rebound. Jasper Mueller tries to go coast to coast. Still trying. Gets fouled. He'll go to the line. Shoot two.
All right, folks, this was our last game, James. I hope I didn't miss this. Hi, I'm watching my daughter, Eliza Chastain, on my phone at work in LJ.
Absolutely. That was our last game. That was the Gilmer Fannin game, 7th grade game.
Came in at 12:49. I guess I missed that. I apologize, folks, if I missed that.
Well, she got to see her daughter and the Lady Cats walk away with a win. So,
well, you know, I'm going to tell you what. We get a lot of messages from moms and dads that have to work today that are able to still watch the game or can't be here and have to do something else. And we're just glad we're able to do that. So, who are you watching and where are you watching?
Come on, folks. We'd like to hear from you.
706-889-9700.
Another turnover there. Pretty impressed by how fundamental both these teams are actually playing. Not a lot of fouls, not a lot of traveling. Refs are letting them play a little bit, which you kind of have to do with 10U.
You know, at 10U, you got to let them play.
You got to let them. They're still learning how to play the game, so you got to give them a little. You don't call ticky-tack in 10U. You kind of let them do things like that. That was a good effort there. Who was that? That was Jasper Mueller again. He has been all over the floor for Copper Basin. Oh! Nice little runner from Archer Twiggs, just rolls out for Fannin, and here comes Basin. Oh, almost forgot the ball there. Mueller shoots and scores. He has all 4 points for Copper Basin thus far.
Hey, folks, at the beginning of the second period, we're going to have the Fannin Rebels head coach, boys head coach,
Brian Richardson,
at the high school. We think he's going to stop by and say hello.
All right.
And we're going to talk a little bit about how, at this age, the development, how the high school coaches actually watch this age and get involved.
Absolutely. The high school coaches have several times actually so far this school year and then back to summer have come over to the rec department. They ran a camp, helping out with practice. That's Jasper Mueller again. He has all 5 Copper Basin points here in the first half. Missed that one. Gets his own rebound, but he traveled. Yep, drug that back foot.
You know, if we see Towns County again between now and Saturday, I want to get that head coach up here.
Yeah, I'd like to talk to him.
I want to get a little sit down with him. I mean, I was over in the hospitality room, James, and there's 4 or 5 people talking about that team.
Yeah, well, the average height on that team's got, they're 8th grade, but it's still got to be 6 foot, 6'1", 6'2", maybe. I mean,
nice drive by number 1.
Nice. Dawson Pittman with a nice move for his first 2 points of the game. Copper Basin takes the lead 7-6 with 1:35 to go in the first half. And then he comes away right there. That's Pittman and the 2 number 1s. Dawson Pittman and Cannon Holloway are going after each other there a little bit. It's good stuff. All these kids know each other, all of them. Whether it's from youth football, youth basketball, going to the same church, whatever.
Yeah, they know each other.
Everybody knows each other.
Well, big number one with the headband. I love the guy. What's his name?
Cannon Holloway. Cannon.
Number one.
Oh, for
the
Copper Basin.
Yeah, sorry.
That's Dawson Pittman.
I tell you what, Dawson he's all in.
He is all in.
He plays basketball all in. Number 20 on the line.
Minute 14 to go here in the first half. That
7-6.
is Reed Holloway shooting free throws for Fannin County. Missed his first. Gonna try to stick this second. Rims out. Rebound and a foul. Kason Bailey pulls down the board, goes immediately back up with it, and gets fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. A minute and 10 seconds left in the first half. Basin leads 7-6. Not a massively high-scoring game, but that's kind of what you get with 10U. Still entertaining, still fun to watch. Bailey hits that free throw, ties the game at 7. And now he'll try to put Fannin back into the lead. Oh, no. Trying to put up a brick. Reed Holloway gets the rebound. He goes up, can't convert.
There he is.
And there's
Is that
Pittman. Dawson Pittman comes down with the ball. Brian has developed himself an affinity for Mr. Pittman there. Just like the way he plays ball.
That old boy plays ball, man.
He's
rolling, ain't
he? He is. He sure is. That headband might be bigger than his head, but he's making it work for him. Bailey with a layup.
All the way down the court.
That's 2, 4, 6, 7. That's 8 points for Bailey. He's got 8 of Fannin's 9 points. It's turning into a 2-man show here. And there's the other part of that 2-man show, number 12 for Copper Basin. He's got 5 of their 7 points.
Folks,
Fannin.
we got 37 seconds here in the first period. Fannin up 9-7. Quite a contest here. You're watching the 10U boys. Fannin Rebels in the blue. Copper Basin Cougars in the red.
I believe that was a clean block. You usually don't see those. Garrison Emily got a clean block there for Fannin. Reed Holloway goes coast to coast.
Did he just do that a second time?
No, that's the first time.
Who just got the other one?
That was Kason Bailey.
All right.
That was Reed Holloway there, number 20 with that layup. 11-7 Fannin, 20 seconds and counting.
So just like that, Fannin stretches it out 11-7. This is going to be a really enjoyable second half here, James.
Absolutely. It's been an enjoyable first half. I
Well,
think you've probably got 2 of the better 10U teams you're going to see. At least they're very well coached.
Nice takeaway.
He stepped out. Turning it over. Basin.
All right, he hit the baseline with that foot.
Sideline.
Sideline.
Yeah.
That's the baseline.
There you go.
Thank you for correcting me
Of
on
course.
live TV.
Anytime.
Hey, folks, it won't be the last time I get something wrong here. I got a long day.
Whoa!
Boom!
Jasper
Boom!
Twiggs. It's another 2-point shot.
Spending some of that grandma's Christmas cash at the Christmas class.
There you go.
There you go. That's what we'll say.
That's
And
good.
that's it. We've played one half here. Rebels up 11-9. Yes, the scoreboard is correct. This thing's intense. We're going to take a brief break, and we'll be right back in just a couple minutes.
Circuit World has complete queen bedroom packages at amazing prices. Get this queen bed, dresser and mirror, one nightstand, bedding set, and free 32-inch TV, all for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this complete queen bedroom set and sleep in style, also for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. What an incredible deal! Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Chevy in Jasper makes the holidays bright, and during the 2019 model year end clearance sale, the savings are huge, like over $11,000 off 2019 Silverado crew cabs, or more than $6,500 off 2019 Chevy Colorados. 'Tis the season of giving, and we're giving you thousands off every Chevy during the 2019 model year end clearance at Day Chevrolet in Jasper, where new Chevys always cost less.
Better days ahead, Day Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
Joe Vonderschmidt with Century 21 Results. Just wanted to say I hope you have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I'm very thankful for all the relationships and friends that I made this year. Whether I helped you buy or sell a home or I'm going to next year, always remember what Santa says. Ho, ho, ho! Go with Joe! Joe Vonderschmidt with Century 21 Results. Just wanted to say I hope you have a very Merry Christmas.
Hey folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. We are Team FYN Sports. Don't forget, always highlighting and promoting young athletes in a positive way. And I'm here with the Fannin Rebels High School basketball head coach, Brian Richardson. Coach, how are you today?
Doing great. Great day to have some basketball.
Appreciate you stopping by. We grabbed you because what I wanted to talk to people out there is, at this age, even 10 years old, you guys do camps with this age. You guys watch this age all the way through in development. How important is a park and rec system in developing you getting players on the court in a couple years?
Oh, this is very important. And, you know, we started out, both me and Coach Chastain, and we did a clinic for all the kids here in the summer. And then we did a coaches clinic right before our season tipped off. And so it's very important. You know, if you want to build a program, you know, you got to start from the bottom up. And this rec league and Fannin County Department of Rex does a great job. This is a great tournament that I'm going to enjoy watching for the next few days.
Now, you just don't happen to be here. You might know a couple guys here today.
I do know a couple of guys. My two boys, they play. Jaden's playing right now, the 10 and under, and then on the other court right now, my son Jordan, he's a sixth grader. They're playing at 12 and under.
How's it going this year over at the high school first year?
You know, it's going great. The kids have really bought into what we're doing, and you know, our record isn't where we want, but every day we're improving. We've been in every game, I think, except for 3, and so you know, I'm proud of the guys and looking forward to the second part of the season.
Well, when you step in and you're building a new program and you're bringing a new game plan, this right here, you're watching the people, that young guys that you're going to start developing.
That's right.
And when you're the head basketball coach, you got seniors, and you know, if they buy in immediately, I mean, that's awesome.
It is, and they have from top to bottom, and you know, the rec department and our middle school, we've kind of all tried to come together, and I've been over there working with our middle school, trying to instill what we're going to put in, what we do at the high school, and even at this age, where, you know, we're talking to coaches about what we would like to see. And it's just been a great community support here. Me and my wife, she teaches too at the high school, so, you know, we're a basketball family. We love it. We love Blue Ridge.
Coach, thanks for stopping by. We got to get back to this exciting 13-9 game in this rivalry here.
Absolutely. I appreciate it. Appreciate what y'all
Good
do.
luck this year. Thanks for
Thank you.
stopping by. Brian Richardson, head football coach, Fannin Rebels. Thanks, Coach. All right, folks, we've got a 13-9 game here. And James, I'm here. I'm Team FYN. We are Team FYN Sports, and BKP are here with the director of Team FYN Sports, James Wolf. And Coach, we were talking about the development of this age
Sure.
all the way through, right up to high school.
Absolutely.
Number
Ken
one,
Holloway
that's Cannon.
on a break. A little lazy with that, missed it. Got to finish. There's your number. Dawson Pittman lost his headband, but he did lose the basket. That's 2 more points for him.
You know, Cannon Holloway, what I was talking about, these are 10-year-olds, all right?
Sure.
The shot didn't drop, but that's what I was talking about earlier when we were watching 12-year-olds. It's just that little development where they get their timing right, where that shot will go for him in a couple years. You know what I mean?
Yep. Time, experience, and touch. It'll all come together. We got a good core of coaches for basketball here in Fannin County. And they're getting there in Copper Basin. For many years they struggled, and now they've got some things working over there. It starts with Zach Bivens, the coach of this team right here.
Folks, tell us who you're watching and where you're watching today. And text me at 706-889-9700 so I can give you a shout out. Give your player a shout out on live TV.
All right, there was a little confusion there. I think there was offsetting fouls or something. Anyway, Basin goes, oh, that's a made shot. Who was that? I couldn't see. Was that number 5? I think that was number 5, Landon Shields with that shot. 15-13 Fannin, 12-15 to go. The game has been tight from the start, and I imagine it will be tight the rest of the way. Actually seeing some pretty good basketball out of these 10U teams. That's, who was that? That's Casey Bailey with the steal for Fannin, ahead to Jaden Richardson. Oh, and that's number 5, Archer Twiggs, getting fouled. He'll go to the line of shoot 2.
That pass was the distance of the court.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Pretty good to be on, throw that pass at 10 years old and have it be on target while you're running full speed. That's, I'd probably fall down at this point. It's many years since high school. See if he can get this in there. Miss, but that's Reed Holloway with the rebound. He puts it right back up. Misses, gets his own rebound. Surrounded by Cougars there. Kason Bailey takes it out. Oh, now back in. And he makes it. That's another 2 points for Kason Bailey.
All net. That's some Christmas cash at the Christmas clash.
That's right.
All net. That's what we say, all net.
All net.
Christmas
Nothing but
cash
net. Oh,
at the
got a little
Christmas
walk
cash.
there. They've been good about not calling some ticky-tack things, but that one was right out there. Fannin trying to inbounds here.
Coming up the
Get
court.
Jaden Richardson. Oh, rims out.
Rolled around the rim.
And the scrum begins. When the ball hits the floor, these kids are right after it.
We have a 17-13 game. You're watching the 10U Fannin Rebels. These young men are in the blue, and the Copper Basin Cougars are in the red, folks. You're watching FYNTV.com.
That's actually a Holloway for Copper Basin there, number 55, Mr. Banks Holloway. I'd be willing to go to the bank that there's some relation there, if I had to guess.
Copper Basin about 15 miles down the road here.
Mm-hmm. Bitter rivals for years, and then
they brought the game back this year.
They did. They played a
game.
scrimmage. They did a little preseason action.
Preseason scrimmage game.
But that wasn't necessarily a great football game. But Fannin has grown in leaps and bounds in the past 20 years, where Copper Basin has really just about stayed the same, even keeled. But Fannin has went from a hole-in-the-wall, single-A county 25, 30 years ago, and now it's I don't want to say metropolis, but it's grown. A lot of people moving to Fannin County now. A lot of people playing sports. I think Fannin's fielding, I want to say 3 10U boys teams in this tournament.
Yeah, exactly.
I think 3. And this is Basin's, they just got the 1, and that's just about population density, really. And there's a lot more land in Fannin County than in the Copper Basin. So Fannin County's a big county. I didn't realize how large Fannin County was until I got to researching it for a story not too long ago. Oh, just missed. Who is that? That is Taylor Mathis. And try to forget that miss and see if he can't. Oh, in and out. That's rough. Rebound, Reed Holloway. Chunk pass. Just fire it up there. And now we got a fight for it. Cannon Holloway just ripped that ball out.
$17-13, 8:12 to play here in the second period.
You can tell that clock's starting to run down because they are starting to play feisty.
And we've got a brief timeout, so we're going to take a brief timeout here. We'll be right back in about 60 seconds. All right, folks, we're back. We are Team FYN Sports, always highlighting and promoting young athletes in a positive way. I have BKP here in the booth. Joining me is James Wolf. He's the director of Team FYN Sports. And we've got the Fannin Rebels in blue. This is a 10U. And Copper Basin in red.
Cason Bailey comes up with another ball for Fannin County. That's number 4. And he just goes coast to coast and says, I'll do it myself.
He does it, man. James, you guys got a lot going on at Team FYN Sports. High school takes a little break. They're playing in some tournaments, but they're getting ready to kick back up here at the first of the year, and you guys got a lot going on, don't you?
Absolutely. It's my favorite time of the year. You get into the meat of basketball season, January, February, and March. That was number 55 with a nice shot. Banks Holloway put that in for Copper Basin. 19-15, Fannin, 7:22 to go. And that'll be a turnover, forced a turnover there. So Copper Basin looking to really make this thing interesting. If they can get a score here and cut that lead to 2. But yeah, we got a lot going on at Team FYN Sports. We're trying to expand out into some areas, trying to provide a little more coverage than maybe we've been able to in the past. Looking to really try to get into a little wrestling. Wrestling's really big in the area, a lot of our schools. And then basketball is my first love, and so I am pushing that. That is Reed Holloway all the way down the court. Rims out, Cannon Holloway rebound. Over to Jaden Richardson, who shoots. Missed right, that's all right. Dawson Pittman with a rebound for Basin, converting it straight into a fast break. And he scores.
Well, I'll tell you what, Fannin Rebel High School baseball, somebody asked me, I forget who it was, if I was ready for the season. I said, really? I'll tell you what, they made it to the Elite Eight last year. They've got 3 starters coming back that are seniors. I think Blake Rogers, Carson Beavers, and Michael Shira.
Matthew
Shira. They got 3 seniors coming back.
Yeah, and I think all 3 of those have recently signed letters of intent to play in college.
Number 5.
That was number 5.
With 2.
Number 5. That's Archer Twiggs with a basket.
But I think I don't know what number exactly, but I think Fannin County is in the top 10.
They are
3A.
preseason rankings. Yes, they are.
That's baseball, folks.
Baseball gets earlier and earlier
and
every
I
year.
enjoyed North Georgia sports. Gilmer's football had a big turnaround this year.
Absolutely.
Big turnaround.
Sure did.
Fannin made it to the playoffs 2nd year in a row. They've never done that before in 3A.
Union County had their first 10-win season in program history and their first state playoff win.
Exactly. And every time you talk to Coach Allison, that was their goal.
That was the goal, is win. You should have seen him after the game. He went straight to the referee and got the game ball and was clutching it like a baby. He was not letting that ball go. It was a big moment for Union County. It was really cool to see, really cool to be a part of.
Number 12 on the charity stripe there.
Jasper Mealer trying to add to his. I've got him with 9 points.
I'll tell you what, 21-17 is not the kind of lead that Coach Holloway needs right now with 4 minutes and 43 seconds to play with this Copper Basin Cougars team.
I'm telling you, Zach Bivens, Copper Basin's coach, he's got them playing good ball. He's got them teaching them fundamentals, teaching them technique. Not a lot of turnovers, not a lot of fouls.
Number 1 Pittman there threw me off a little bit. I guess he
lost the headband.
He benched the headband.
Yeah, he must have got a little warm.
I don't know. He needs to go back with it.
It's something. There's a long pass from Cannon. Oh, that'd be a walk. Oh, can't take those. Can't take those steps. Copper Basin will inbound here with 4:05 left
you
in
got
the
to get
game.
the headband. You got to be careful, guys. We got 3 days, and I'm a lucky shirt kind of guy.
I hear you. I know.
I can start smelling come Saturday. Just saying.
Thanks for the warning.
Just letting you know.
Yeah, thanks for the warning.
There goes Cannon, coast to coast,
pass
over to 20.
Let's Reed Holloway trying to make some space in there. Yeah. He ducked his head through that shoulder, and they call that offensive. Can't do that. Stuff like that, if you'll notice, the referees will call that because they're trying to teach these players how to play the game the right way. And you just can't do that on offense. Can't lower your head and just try to bully somebody out of the way. So kudos for them.
Folks, James at Team FYN Sports got a lot going on. We have intern programs. We have openings for sports reporters all through North Georgia.
Reporters. If you are interested in covering sports in North Georgia or Western North Carolina, I need you.
Send a resume or contact us at info, I-N-F-O, at fetchernews.com. Put in the subject line, sports reporter. James will get in touch with you. You can even text us on this number we're giving out today, 706-889-9700.
We have we have plans for the future at Team FYN Sports. You know, we've got some Peach Belt Conference colleges in our coverage area. Now, we've got Bill Johnson down in Dahlonega covering North Georgia. He does a great job for us, but he can't get to everything. Nobody can. And so I'm looking for reporters. I'm looking to move along and really grow this thing. So if you're interested, reach out. We'll talk. Oh, just in and out there for Mealer.
You know, these guys at 10 years old are doing an awesome job of running the court, and they're doing an awesome job of setting up.
They're doing and they're playing good defense. And you notice how spread out they are. Usually, when these young kids, they'll kind of start congregating as they get tired, as the game gets tight. You'll see groups where they'll all kind of collide. But they're spaced well. They're playing good defense. They're rebounding. They're talking. It's nice to see. It's good stuff.
We're going to jump back up to 8th grade girls, and now we're going to see North Forsyth play the Gilmer 8th grade girls.
Lady Cats.
Right, and we watched the 7th grade Gilmer girls. We're going to watch the 8th grade now.
All right.
Play North Forsyth.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that's going to be a good game. I think that's going to be a good ball game.
8th grade girls, North Forsyth, our 2 o'clock game.
Reed Holloway in,
our
Archer
3
Twigs
o'clock
out.
Game is North Alpharetta versus Murphy Gold 12-year-old boys. I tell you what, we're watching some great basketball here.
Missed a free throw there. Kason Bailey brings it up. This is what he does. I watch him do it in rec league all night long. That's just what he does, coast to coast for the layup. He's got a nice veer dribble. He gets defenders on their back foot, and then he goes right past them. He's going to be a player to watch in years to come. Rebound, Kenan Holloway. Oh, tries to find Kason, does find Kason, but the ball trickles into the corner there. See how he tried to trap him, and he just veered right out of it, goes to the basket, and gets fouled.
I did not think he would get the handle on that basketball, but he did with that big pass from Kenan Holloway. But we got a 23-19 game with Fannin on the stripe here with 1:29 left to play. That looked like a 4-point game to me, and I'm not wearing my glasses.
23-19. You're still good without the glasses.
I'm just checking.
At least if it's a neon lit large scoreboard. And he goes 1 for 2, Kason does. Put Fannin up 24-19, 1:29 to go.
All right, folks, we're going to take a brief timeout here, 1:29. Take a quick break. We'll be right back. And promoting young athletes in a positive way. I am BKP, joining me, the director of Team FYN Sports, James Wolf. Copper Basin Cougars trying to get the ball in here.
Kason Bailey just ripped that right out of his hands. Wait a minute, they're going the wrong way here. Yeah, there we go. Kason forgot which direction he was supposed to go, so he does a little.
It worked out, James.
Maybe he did it on purpose. He was just trying to bring the defense out so he could just pivot and go right back in. He did totally on purpose.
Coach is saying we'll take it.
Yeah, absolutely. Just how I drew it up.
And we are right at a minute with 26-19. That 2 right there might have put the stretch.
That's what I was saying.
The distance between
I think
these teams.
so. Should our score hold here? We will have an interview with Sherry Holloway and the Fannin Rebels. They've started fouling here, so make a couple of free throws and seal this if you're Fannin County. Oh, they're not in the bonus yet. Not in the bonus yet. Side out, side out. Cannon looking, finds Jaden Richardson, who's shooting. That boy is shooting the ball. That's twice. I love it. He's shooting.
Put it up. It can't go in if you don't put it up.
Hey, you can't score if you don't shoot.
Oh, number 4.
My good night. Kason Bailey scores
28-19,
again.
and I think that could be the ball game, but this has been competitive. I mean, this has really been competitive,
So,
these young guys.
Fannin has 28 points. At least 16 of them. My man missed the shot in there. Belonged to Kason Bailey. He is a layup machine. He's grimacing in pain down there, though. I think he may have came down a little awkward.
We're going to need to shoot over to the side right there where he is and yell down to Sherry with about...
Already told her.
Oh, she knows?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You're on top of it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry, man. It won't happen again. Folks, we'll have a live interview with the winner of this game, with the coach and the players. Looks like with 37 seconds to go here, James, that Fannin has stretched it out just enough to close this off.
Yeah, I think 9 points is a tall order to try to come back from in 34 seconds at the 10U level. Not saying it can't happen, but
this has been very competitive.
Very, very competitive. Very, very.
The Copper Basin Cougars here have done an outstanding job.
They came to play, that is for sure. They see the ball spacing, the passing, fundamentals. That was just a straight takeaway by Reed Holloway for Fannin County right there. And we're getting with the touch fouls here to stop the clock. And now are we in the bonus? Nope, side out. Not in the bonus just yet. That's what I was saying. There hadn't been a lot of fouls called. Hadn't been no really ugly basketball or anything. It's been pretty good, pretty solid little game here.
I'm happy to see Sherry Holloway over there with her team. This family, they have good athletes on the court, on the football field, on the baseball field. But you know what? Her and her husband give 110% to their kids.
Absolutely.
And they give 110% to the kids they're coaching.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
My stepson played for
Ryan,
and they're all in, man. They are all in to Fannin County athletics.
There's a lot of people that participate, but this husband and wife team, they're all in for all these kids.
They sure
Simple
are.
as that.
They sure are.
And it looks like we're going to be interviewing them 28-19, 8 seconds left here. And this is our 10U. We got our next game coming up, 8th grade. Looks like 8th grade, North Forsyth, right? And Gilmer.
8th grade girls will be facing off next. And I think that'll about do it. Oh, no, we got a pair of free throws here from, who is that? Taylor Mathis is going to shoot a pair of free throws here for Copper Basin. Try to close that gap down. It's 28-21. Oh, and it just bounces out for him. Kason with the rebound, and that'll
that's
do
the
it.
ball game, James. I'm your host, BKP. Joining me, James Wolf, director of Team F1 Sports. Team F1 Sports always highlighting and promoting young athletes in a positive way. 10U Fannin Rebels 28 and the Copper Basin Cougars 21. And we're going to go. Don't go anywhere, folks. We're going to be in about 2 minutes. We're going to interview this Fannin Rebel team. So we're going to take a brief break. We'll be back in about 2 minutes. Don't go anywhere, folks.